What is up, everybody, and welcome back to season 2 of a Work in Progress podcast. I am Louie.
And I'm Eli.
Oh shit! I didn't even mean to do that.
I just went with it.
So welcome back. The reason we only had 3 episodes on the first season of the podcast is because we didn't really know exactly where we were going with it or what we wanted. And I was trying to figure out more or less how long we were going to have the episodes. And obviously, 40-minute plus wasn't working for a lot of people. So I think for this season, we're going to cut it down to like 20-25 minutes at the most. To make
30.
to make it at least enjoyable for people. But yeah, that's mostly the announcement. And this episode, we're talking about a little bit of what's been going on in our lives mostly. Not in the sense of like importance, but like cool hip pop culture nonsense like that. We're going to Horror Nights next month, which is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be Louis' second year.
Awesome. I love horror.
It's going to be my 4th year.
For next month, me and Eli had the idea of doing like a movie review, like each day or something. Like something with
for the month of
just
October.
horror.
We're going to do like a movie a day.
Take the pain away.
What did I want to call it?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I forgot what to call it, but that's what we want to do. We wanted to watch a horror movie each day and then upload a podcast for each day that we watch a movie.
Well, not necessarily. We're not only gonna do movies though. We could like talk about like maybe on Fridays like favorite horror movies or something like that.
That's more or less what we're shooting for.
Yeah, like just anything horror is probably gonna be in the podcast.
So, I mean, let's talk about Horror Nights for a second.
I just want to say something really quick. I want to do this in every podcast. It is Saturday, September 9th, and it is currently 7:48. I just wanted to say that.
So that people know when we film this.
Yeah, maybe like in a year.
What if I ended up posting it like on a Tuesday?
No, I know. Oh, but yeah, see, so people could be like, context, like oh, hey, they posted on that day.
Fucking take forever.
They're in their room talking on that day. Or yeah, it takes them forever to upload it.
So, back to the table topic. To me, that's most important for what's coming up in the next month. Horror Nights.
27? 26. 27, I think.
I don't know. Regardless of...
27. It's 27 for sure.
I'm just, like, so excited because this year they finally got to do The Shining.
And Evil Dead. I love Evil Dead. Evil Dead is amazing.
Well, they did Evil Dead...
No, but they did Evil Dead remake 5 years ago, okay?
It's still Evil Dead.
No Ash, okay? So...
On second cut, it's still Evil Dead.
Dude, no.
Regardless of...
Okay. I want to say something really quick. If you ever have the chance to go to Horror Nights, do it. Don't risk it. I remember when Eli told me if I wanted to go to Horror Nights with him and his friends, I was scared. I was terrified. Mostly because I heard The Exorcist was going to be that year.
Oh, yeah.
I do not mess with The Exorcist. I do not mess with stuff like that, okay? But I was scared either way. Just like, I actually thought I was going to get stabbed or something, like by accident. But it turns out it was the most fun I had that year.
Yeah, and because, so like, the first year I went, I think I went with the mentality of like, this is all fake, dude. Like, no one's going to scare me. Like, they were getting in my face and I'd be like, oh, cool, you got like a mask on.
But it's still fun to get scared.
And then the second year I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to, oh no, you're scary. And then the year that Louie came with us, I was like, you know what? I think that ruins the experience for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to allow myself to get scared. Like,
you weren't scared before, though?
For the most part, I was letting my guard down. And last year I let my guard down and I had the most.
You mean you had your guard on or up?
Yeah, the years before.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And last year I was like,
guard off.
I was like, this year I'm just gonna let him scream in my face and gonna react exactly how I would in a real life situation. I ended up losing my voice.
It's fun. At least try to like have fun, like relax yourself. You're there to have a good time, not be worrying.
I ended up sounding like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Because of how
we
bad
both
I
lost our voice.
voice.
Yeah. It's fun getting scared. Like when you're walking around the corner, you're like, oh, is someone gonna be around that corner? Should I be scared?
So last year had The Exorcist.
Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason.
Wait, what were you gonna say about The Exorcist? Sorry.
That Exorcist, they were all pretty scary. I was gonna say that for each
People,
one, but
I started watching YouTube videos on people who do like Horror Nights videos, and they said last year was like a really good year. So I'm glad I went.
American Horror Story was good.
They had for that one. They had Murder House, Hotel, and Freak Show.
It was
Freak Show was crazy.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen the show, and then getting to walk through what would be the Murder House and the Freak Show was just like hella cool. The only thing that bummed me out is that the maze that they usually have located in the lower back lot where Krampus was at and Freddy vs. Jason were at, the one that's always behind the wall of the buildings never has a facade. Actually, no, they did. Because the first year I went, they had From Dusk Till Dawn, and they had the titty twister.
But I heard it only said Twister.
Yeah, Twisty or something like that.
Yeah, that's
but last year for American Horror Story, it was just like tall red curtains that said American Horror Story.
But that was still cool because like you could see like it kind of introduced every time you would go into a new house, like a new season.
For the facade itself.
Oh yeah, that was pretty stupid.
Like Krampus had the house from Krampus.
And Krampus on the top.
And then
Freddy vs. Jason had Craven Industries. Shout out to Wes Craven.
Which was supposed to be like warehouse.
What?
Was supposed to be like a warehouse.
Yeah, and then Texas Chainsaw Blood Brothers had the barbecue place.
And then The Exorcist had The Exorcist house.
With the priest in the front, which that was cool. I was freaked out
What else was last year?
Are we missing something? Halloween. Oh my gosh. That one was so amazing.
Yeah, Halloween. That one was cool too.
Around the time of Halloween Horror Nights, I was getting into horror movies, so I'd seen like Freddy vs. Jason, all the Friday the 13th movies, all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, all the Halloween movies, and I loved Halloween so much. That was the last house we went on, huh? Into. No, technically The Walking Dead, which sucked. I told everyone we should go because I had heard that there was gonna be like double zombies
because it was because it's a year-round thing. They did say that they wanted to triple the amount of zombies, but honestly,
and there was like 3 zombies.
I was so bitter by the end of the night.
We had walked in that line for so damn long,
and it was honestly the worst maze.
It was.
Honestly, I'm gonna skip it this year.
Yeah, there's no reason to go on it.
I want to go on rides. I like the rides at Universal.
Let's talk 5 most best last year.
Oh, there's only like 5 or 6.
Okay, well, the top of last year
pick your
and
top
most
3.
anticipated for this year. Top 3 of last year? Let me see. That's hard. I did like Krampus, but I'm not going to give that one. 1, 2, 3 is not in any order. It's Halloween, Freddy vs. Jason, Texas Chainsaw.
What? Okay.
But that's not the ones I got the scared in most. Number 1 for sure was The Exorcist. 2 was Freddy vs. Jason. Like, you would go into hallways, and they'd be fighting each other to get you. And then the 3rd scariest for me was Texas Chainsaw Blood Brothers.
No, for me, I think personally, my favorite ones were, and again in no particular order, was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought that one was cool. Especially the scene when you're walking in the dining room, and then there's just like hella bodies like hanging from the wall. And I remember I was like, I know for a fact one of these bodies is real. I know one of them is gonna jump at me. And everyone else had already gotten out of the room, and I was by myself because I was looking at the bodies. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like rush through the hall, and I'm not gonna get scared. And as soon as I rushed, every single body in that room got up at the same time.
I know.
There was like 9 people.
When I had gone into the room, because I was like one of the ones in front, I told the people behind me, watch out, these people are real. But it turns out that both sides would jump at you.
Dude, that scared the crap out of me. And then Krampus, I really like Krampus because I love the movie, and I thought that evoked, I don't know if that's the word, it did a pretty good job of
making you feel like you were in the movie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was good, yeah.
And then I don't want to say Freddy vs. Jason because I really liked Halloween, but I feel like Halloween didn't have that much of a scare to it.
You're right. No, but towards the end, when with the pumpkin heads, you don't like. It was so dark, you wouldn't be able to see.
And then
which Pumpkinhead was real or which one wasn't.
For Freddy versus Jason, there's a part towards the end of the maze where the wall goes translucent, and you can see that Freddy's in there and like he's clawing, and you're like, fuck you, Freddy, you can't get me. And then you get to the end of the hall and he books it, and it turns out there's a curtain there, and he jumps out in front of you.
I was gonna scream to you like, Eli, watch out! But I was like, oh, that a scarer must get mad. Like, if you like that.
That scared the shit out of me. And then, for upcoming for this year, this year's mazes are
Shining I said Jaws, Jigsaw, which that new movie looks
it's not
so
Jigsaw.
good.
It's just all the Saw movies in general.
Okay, dude.
No, I'm just saying there's a difference.
Blumhouse, which I started watching the Insidious movies.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Conjuring
no.
movies.
No, that's not what's gonna be in the Blumhouse. In Blumhouse, it's gonna be The Purge,
Death Day,
Happy Death Day, and
still have to watch The Purge.
Sinister.
And I saw some of Sinister when I was like smaller, and I couldn't go to sleep for a while.
That one I'm not as excited for, but we'll see, cause the way that we're explaining how the maze is supposed to work out was it was pretty cool. Like it starts off in a purge.
I thought you were going to a movie theater. That you're gonna go to the premiere of
Happy Death Day.
Yeah, and then it was something like that, but it was like a cool concept. Like, oh, that's like an original idea, I guess.
Okay, so that's what we got. Jigsaw. We have The Shining. We have Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah, I thought it was just Ash movies in general.
Blumhouse of Horrors, The Titans of Terror,
which is also
which it pisses me off because I hate the fact that they gave them.
I don't know, but I do love The Titans of Terror.
Because and they're including cool, Chucky, but still, it just bothers me the fact that they gave them a maze.
That is free. They could have done like It or something.
Someone was telling me that there was a movie. Oh, which one was it? Someone was telling me that it ended up being Blumhouse at the last minute because another one pulled out and was like, "Oh, we're not ready for it to be a maze yet."
I know. I was supposed to be Insidious, but no, they did give it to them. And I think you're thinking of Insidious, but they did give it to them after all.
Because Insidious is another one. Beyond the Further End, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3,
and 4.
And 4. Even though 4 hasn't came out yet, they said it's supposed to be more of like
a living trailer.
Yeah, which is gonna be pretty cool. I like the Insidious movies personally. I haven't seen part 3.
Is that it for the mazes though?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
Shining, super hyped about.
Those movies are freaky. The Insidious movies.
Favorite horror movie of all time. Oh, we saw It the other day, and it was freaking amazing.
Well, technically, the other day, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It scared the hell out of me. It's obviously top 10.
Wait. Before we jump into It, we gotta go back to most anticipated. So I think personally for me, yeah.
Okay.
The one that I'm most anticipating is The Shining. Honestly, I'm like super.
You're not picking 3?
No, let's just do 1 for now.
I would pick The Shining, but Evil Dead is all about
Ash versus Evil Dead.
Still Evil Dead, dude. They're gonna have scenes from 1 and 2. Yeah, they are. They said it. Yes, they are. It happens in the show, so they're gonna have it.
Dude, no.
I heard that you going from the cabin, and I'm hyped for that.
That would be cool. But I feel like they reuse a lot of their areas because I feel like when you're walking through the cabin on the Freddy versus Jason one, I feel like they used that area in Alien versus Predator from the year before.
Because of the woods?
Yeah. I feel like it looked the exact same.
I don't know. I saw the Alien vs Predator walkthrough. This one had like Jason's mom there and a rock and the mask on it. It looked kind of different. And then the cabin had like a bunch of bodies on it, like sewn up.
But yeah, most anticipated definitely is Shining. And you said Ash vs Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna be buying our tickets soon. I'm excited for that. We're gonna be visiting Hollywoodland around late October, which is gonna be pretty cool.
LA Land?
Blah blah land.
It was not blah blah blah.
La La Land is the shit, but that's another story for another day.
I don't want to cry right now.
So I think we're gonna end off on talking about It.
Okay.
I anticipated It for like the freaking longest, and then I saw the trailer and I was like, holy crap. And then I had seen the the first images of Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise, and I was like, I don't know, it's not working for me. We finally saw the movie Thursday night. Good Lord Almighty, I freaking loved it.
I try to stay away from it. I only saw one trailer. The thing that I was telling Eli when we got out of the theater was 2 Stephen King adapted movies came out this year. One with highly known actors and one with like fairly new actors. Which one would you have thought in January would have been the better one?
The one with the McConaughey, man.
Yeah, I thought that, and I heard that movie was trash. I loved it, the original, and I didn't like how Skarsgård's it looked.
I loved it.
That's what I get for talking early. I was scared. I was on the edge of my seat. I had my feet up from the seat the whole time. It was just amazing. It was a really good movie.
I give it a 9 out of 10 because I think for the most part it was well written. Even though there were a couple changes that they did from the book and the movie or the original miniseries that bothered me. But overall I ended up liking it. I really hope they make a steelbook, and I can't wait to get it when it comes out.
Yeah, I would give it a 9 out of 10 too. The only thing I had wrong with it was that there was 2 characters, I'm not going to say who, that I don't feel like their character developed at all. Like, they got little to no time. And I feel like their roles were switched.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, it was really good.
So that's where we're going to go ahead and end this podcast. It was amazing. Horror Nights.
Wait, the podcast was amazing and the movie it?
Both.
Capital IT.
Capital IT was amazing.
And then
Horror Nights in late October. And yeah, hopefully we get back to filming these continuously and at a regular rate. Hopefully you guys stay interested. But I think that's all I got to say for today. Thanks for listening. Anything you want to say or add?
Thanks for listening still. Hopefully you continue to listen, because I really like doing this and Eli gets tired of it sometimes.
So if you like what you heard, like this podcast or video, you want to hear more, subscribe. I don't know if you know my Twitter, Instagram, if you keep up with that kind of stuff, because I assume mostly people that we know are going to be listening to this. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say. I'm Eli.
I'm Louie.
Don't forget just to stay awesome, and we are
Out.
skis.